Ngayong October 1, simula ulit ng filing of Certificate of Candidacy para sa 2025 midterm election. Maraming pagbabago at reforma ang inilulunsad ng ating Commission on Election. Isa na rito ang pagbabago sa Rules of Substitution. Paano nga ba ito makakaapekto sa masusing pagpili ng publiko, mga botante para sa iuupong opisyal? Bakit madalas ang voluntary substitution ng mga kandidato bago ang election day? Pag-uusapan natin yan dito sa Batas et al. Magandang araw, kayo ay nanunood ng Batas et al. Ako po ang law teacher ng bayan, Attorney Al Agra. At ngayon, makakasama natin si Commissioner Ernesto Maceda Jr. mula sa Commission on Election para pag-usapan ang COMELEC Rules on Substitution. Siguro bago natin pag-usapan yung detalye sa substitution, pwede ba to? Bakit nga ba nagkakaroon ng substitution? Bakit nagpapapalit ang mga kandidato?
Hindi natin maiiwasan yung mga circumstances after the filing of the certificate. Kasi siyempre, lalo na yung involuntary, kung biglang may mangyari sa'yo, which is really death, no? Or kung ma-disqualify ka for any cause. Yung meron ding voluntary reason dyan, yung withdrawal, as the law is currently worded. So, sa tatlong grounds na yan, maaring magbago yung sitwasyon mo eh. So, the law provides for those situations.
Nababalitaan natin ngayon yung mga panukala ng COMELEC sa usapin ng substitution, lalo na sa withdrawal. Siguro bago natin pag-usapan yun, ano ba yung dating regulasyon noong 2022 and previous elections regarding substitution?
Under Section 77 of the Omnibus Election Code, if certain conditions happen, no, kapag ikay mamatay or if you withdraw or if you're disqualified for any cause and you belong to a political party, pwede kang ma-substitute. Ngayon, na requirements dyan, una sa lahat, dapat yung Certificate of Candidacy mo to begin with is valid. Second, yung grounds, yung tatlo, no? Death, withdrawal, or disqualification. Third, valid din yung withdrawal, kung in case it's withdrawal na, of your Certificate of Candidacy. Number 4, dapat yung substitute should belong to the same political party and certified by that same political party.
At qualified din siya.
And number 5, yun ang fifth requirement. Dapat even the substitute must be a qualified substitute.
Ngayon, kalat sa media, nabalak ng COMELEC baguhin o i-modify yung dating patakaran, lalo na sa usapin ng substitution because of withdrawal. Ano yung implemented na ba? Ano ba yung balak na pagbabago ng COMELEC?
Napag-usapan na namin yan sa NBank level, no? So, i-formalize na lang ang rules for that, if not already formalized. Pero ano yan eh, dalawa kasi ang dahilan yan eh. Number 1 is the integrity of the process. Kasi napapansin natin dati na nagkakaroon ng isahan. Naiisahan tayo ng ibang nauuna.
Mga botante naiisahan.
Naiisahan, and it's botante talaga naiisahan dyan eh. Kasi hindi mo alam, pag natapos na yung period for filing, kung sino na ba talaga ang mga kandidato. Kasi ginagamit yung convenience of being able to withdraw for any reason. Kasi yung iba, nagdidesisyon din yan kung tatakbo siya pag makita kung sino makakalaban eh. Di ba? Which shouldn't be the case, but that's the reality. So, ang nangyayari is, magkakatinginan muna, sino ba talaga makakalaban ko dito? At saka lang sila papasok. No? And second, also, because this is the more practical reason. Kapag ikaw ay mag-withdraw, it's in connection din with that rule on you're not a candidate even after you've filed.
Sa automated.
Sa automated elections. Because we're doing an automated election in 2025. Yung period na yan between the time of filing and the time that the campaign period starts, dyan ginagawa yung ballot phase. In the different cities, municipalities, provinces, nilalagay na yung mga pangalan ng mga kandidato. So kung biglang sa gitna ng usapang yan, biglang yung isa natanggal, katakot-takot na naman ng reformatting, etc. mangyayari. That's That's a practical reason kung bakit it's the inefficiencies of the election if you allow that to happen.
Di ba naglabas na ng kalendaryo ang
Yes.
ating COMELEC? Maliwanag ba doon kung kailan pwede magkaroon ng substitution kung ikaw ay mag-withdraw?
Nakalagay doon na pwede ka lang mag-substitute until the last day of the filing of certificate. So kung sakaling nag-file ka ng October 1, which is the first day, you have until October 8 to substitute based on withdrawal. Pero yung substitution para sa namatay o na-disqualify until the last day of the election, specifically midday, pwede ka pang mag-substitute.
Authority ng COMELEC para baguhin yung dating regulasyon sa ang last day for withdrawal substitution ay October 8. Ano ang authority ng COMELEC para magbago nito?
Nasa ano yan eh? Nasa Section 273 ng Omnibus Election Code, nasa Electoral Reforms Act, na sinasabi if any of the periods which are set for pre-election acts need to be changed or reformed depending on the circumstances, the COMELEC is empowered. At saka meron hong mga kaso yan eh. Pangunahin na dyan yung kaso ng Federico versus COMELEC na sinasabi nga na ang COMELEC ay may kapangyarihan dahil sa pagpapatakbo nila ng election upang tugunan ang mga biglang lumulutang na difficulties, no? And this is one way. In that case, naglagay ng schedule din ng COMELEC at kinwestiyon yun yata ng isang party saying na bakit ba? Why are we bound to that? And the Supreme Court affirmed that the COMELEC has that power.
Related topic lang, Com. May epekto ba ang pag-file ng Certificate of Candidacy kung ikaw ay elected official at kung ikaw ay appointive official?
Applicable yan doon sa mga appointed officials, di ba? Because as we know, kapag ikaw ay elected official, alam niyo, meron kasing panahon nung dati na kapag ikaw ay elected official at mag-file ka ng Certificate of Candidacy for some other office, parang
Resigned.
Ang impact nun ay considered resign. But ngayon, hindi na ho totoo yun. Whatever position you file for, if you're an elected official, you're entitled to continue with your term of office.
Kaya kung mayor ka, tatakbo kang senador,
Kung matalo ka, mayor ka pa rin, at least until the end of your term. Yes.
Com, anong epekto nitong panibagong rule on substitution sa botante at sa mga balak mag-file ng Certificate of Candidacy?
Na pag-usapan na natin yan kanina na at least wala nang sorpresa, no? Yun ang talagang iniiwasan natin na biglang masusurpresa ka na bigla na lang kandidato ito when the period ended, wala naman doon yung pangalan niya, no? Dati kasi noong 2001 yata sa Fair Elections Act, ang nakalagay doon kasi since pwede pa noon yung withdrawal even in the middle kasi hindi pa automated eh. Parang ang sinasabi na pwede ka lang mag-provide ng space kung magkaroon ng withdrawal para dun sa mga bagong kandidato.
Meron pa ba nun?
Wala na nun eh. Kasi under the automated election law, kailangan lahat ng kandidato, lahat ng pangalan nila nakalagay sa balota. In fact, nagkaroon dyan ng query na sinagot ng COMELEC. At sinabi ng COMELEC at that time na kung meron kang biglang ganung blanco at magsusulat ka in an automated ballot, magiging marking pa yun eh.
Hindi mababasa yun.
Hindi mababasa din ng optical reader yun. So baka mamaya magka-problema ng malaki. That's the reason why it's very important that we have it already laid out yung ballot face. And that's why it's very urgent for us to make sure that itong withdrawal as a means or as a reason for substitution is only limited, and as a pakiwari namin, the only time for it really is the same time that we set for the filing.
Kung paliwanag mo naman sa amin, no, sa mga nanonood, ano yung proseso, step-by-step process, nung magwi-withdraw, tsaka yung papalit sa usapin ng substitution because of withdrawal?
Yeah. Well, in due time, the Commission will come up with our rules on that. But as we understand it and based on past experience, unang-una, yung mag-file ng kanyang withdrawal, which is between October 1 to October 8, no? Kailangan pati yung pag-file niya in sworn copies, mga 5 yan eh.
May form din yun?
May form din yan eh. Ifa-file dun sa kanyang field office kung saan siya nag-file ng Certificate of Candidacy. Ngayon, pati naman yung biglang mag-file ng kanyang substitution, doon din ifa-file, no? Sa kung saan final yung original Certificate of Candidacy. At dapat maipakita nga niya na siya ay nominado, miyembro at certified nung political party na kinabibilangan ng taong pinapalitan niya.
So kung independent candidate ka,
Hindi pwede mag-substitute ang independent candidate. Hindi, ang dahilan niya, no, kung mapapatanong ka, because it's when you participate in the electoral process as a political party, ang tumatakbo actually talaga dyan is yung ideology ng political party. At paano niya pinapatupad yung ideology niya? Doon sa kanyang mga miyembro. So the more members you have belonging to your party, the more your chances of accomplishing what your platforms are pursuant to that ideology.
hindi kahit sino ang pwedeng maging substitute.
Hindi, kasi kinikilala nga nito na yung kapangyarihan ng political party na makapamili.
So same requirement, for substitution sa withdrawal, sa substitution because of death and disqualification?
Yes, because of death and disqualification, for all three, kailangan may participation yung political party. You should still be a member of that political party. You should be nominated and certified by the same. Except that when it comes to substitution by reason of death or disqualification, wala hong deadline yan until the day of the election, specifically until midday. Pwede ka mamatay, pwede ka ma-disqualify. At magfa-file ka ng iyong substitute certificate of candidacy. Siyempre, hindi mo na antayin na mag-withdraw. Wala namang no such withdrawal, no?
Correct.
Magfa-file ka kahit doon sa election board.
Sa mga
kahit sa teachers, kahit sa election officer, kahit sa regional director, sa provincial election supervisor, or sa Commission on Elections mismo. We are planning a lot of reforms, no? Among them is the early voting for vulnerable groups like pregnant women, senior citizens, in which case, if you calculate midday as midday between the time it opens and the time it closes, baka magbago yung oras niyan eh. Or if midday literally means noontime, o de meron din ibang pag-unawa.
Kaya kailangan natin abangan yung general instructions.
Yes, lilinawin natin yan.
Kung pakipaliwanag yung pangatlong ground, which is disqualification sa usapin ng substitution.
Disqualification, unang-una, I think, kailangan talagang linawin yan kasi ang iniisip ng iba, kasama dyan yung mga petitions to deny due course or to cancel your certificate of candidacy. No? Yun ay based on eligibility din eh.
Sa usapin naman ng illness or permanent disability, ground ba to for substitution?
Maraming proposals ngayon kasi wala yan actually sa ating batas on the national and local elections. Although, nandyan yan sa merong incapacity as a ground when it comes to substitution of nominees for party list. But that's another matter. Maybe we can get into that. But there are several proposals now na although tatanggalin yung withdrawal as a ground for substitution, ipapalit naman yung incapacity.
Pero kung wala pang batas in time for this election, pwede bang ground ang disability and illness for substitution?
Dahil wala pang batas dyan.
Kung wala pa?
Wala. So, tali ang kamay namin dyan. May mga nagsasabing, can you equate it with the illness or civil interdiction in other provisions of the law? Pag-uusapan ho namin yan, and we'll make sure that it is clarified to the public. But as of now, if you ask whether it is in the law, it's not in the law. It is in the party list law.
Correct.
So you can substitute nominees for party list, death, even withdrawal, or incapacity. Pero hindi rin nakadefine yung incapacity. Siguro i-suggest ko sa Commission and Bank na define or come up with rules and regulations on what constitutes incapacity based on existing laws, maybe from the Civil Code or other.
Pwede bang mag-withdraw after October 8?
Pwede ka mag-withdraw anytime. Now, hindi ka na nga pwede lang ma-substitute. But you can withdraw. Hindi naman obligado na porkit lang nag-file ka na forever ka nang kailangan nakatali dyan.
Pero para ikaw ay ma-substitute?
Para ikaw ay ma-substitute, yun nga, ang withdrawal lang is up to October 8. But if you do withdraw, merong mga implications din yan. Kasi magkikick in yung mga obligations mo as a candidate. Kasi sabi nga sa batas, kahit na ikaw ay mag-withdraw, hindi mo matatakasan whatever civil, administrative or criminal accountabilities that you may have actually acquired, no? In those cases like Pilar or Limbona, etc. Kahit nag-withdraw ka obligado ka pa rin mag-file ng
SOSE.
a statement of contributions and expenditures. Among others, hindi yung tipo nag-withdraw ka lang kakalimutan mo na like it's a bad dream. You do incur a lot of responsibilities.
Com, anong mensahe ninyo para sa publiko para mas maging mapanuri at kritikal sa mga ibobotong kandidato sa darating na May 12, 2025?
Itong amyenda namin sa Rules on Substitution for the 2025 national and local elections, ito po ay pagpapatibay ng aming serious commitment towards upholding the integrity of the electoral process para yung mga wala na hong lamangan, wala hong isahan, and we level the playing field for everybody. So, sa lahat po sa inyo na nangangarap at nais maging bahagi nitong paglilingkod sa bayan, paglilingkod sa inyong kapwa-tao, sana ho ay pag-isipan nyo ng husto, manuri po kayo at kayo po'y pumayag na kayo'y susuriin dahil bahagi po yan ng ating proseso. Kami po sa Commission on Elections at ang aming mga kaakibat tulad ng mga haligi ng civil society, tulad ni Professor Al Agra, ay sisiguruhin ho namin na ang integridad ng ating proseso ay hindi ho maglalaho.
Mula sa aming mga botante, maraming salamat sa Commission on Election at sa aking classmate, Commissioner Ernesto Macedo Jr. para sa inyong oras. Thank you, Ernest.
Professor.
Sa mga nakaraang eleksyon, pinayagan ang substitution dahil sa withdrawal ng certificates of candidacies after the deadline. Sa kauna-unahang pagkakataon, hindi na ito pwede. Kaya't sa mga balak tumakbo sa halalan, mag-isip na tayo ngayon at magdesisyon bago ng deadline ng filing sa October 8. Maging tapat tayo sa mga botante at huwag gamitin ang posisyon para sa sariling interes. Salamat sa COMELEC sa kanilang mga inisyatibo. Maraming salamat sa patuloy na pagsuporta sa Batas et al. Ako muli ang law teacher ng bayan, Attorney Al Agra. Abangan ninyo ang mga susunod pa nating talakayan sa halalan dito sa Batas et al.